NFL Week 17 is upon us, guys. 2 more weeks left of regular season, and then we go into the playoffs. Last weekend, 3-0, guys. 3-0, Baltimore +6. They win outright. We had the Bucks, which won in fashion 30-6 against Jacksonville. And we also had the Miami Dolphins money line, 3-0. And this week you can expect the same. I have 3 solid plays. Plus I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of college football playoff action, which I love. And it's coming here in the next few days. So let's get to it, guys. First game that I am going to be taking this week is actually a very similar play to a play I took last week. Actually, 2 of them are. And the first one is the Baltimore Ravens money line against the Miami Dolphins. Yes, I'm taking the Ravens against the Dolphins at Baltimore. Lamar Jackson looking like the MVP. He came out, he played well. He's making a statement after what happened in the offseason. He's making sure people remember that. And he's going up against the Dolphins, which they're playing well. They had a shaky win last week against the Cowboys, first big win. But now they're going to Baltimore to play the Ravens in a cold atmosphere in their stadium where I don't think Tua has a chance. I think Tua is going to fumble the ball, the bag here, and the Ravens are going to win in fashion. But just for safety, I will be taking that money line. You guys saw what they did to Brock Purdy. You guys saw what they did to that offense. And obviously, Brock Purdy doesn't throw that many interceptions on a week-to-week basis, but Tua makes mistakes. And Tua makes a lot of mistakes when he feels a lot of pressure. And Baltimore is a team that puts the most pressure on quarterbacks, plus their defense is stellar. So I'm going to go ahead and take them money line. Baltimore Ravens money line is my first play. Guys, as always, I'm going to sprinkle in my main play in between the shows, so make sure you watch it fully or else you're not going to get the main play that I'm taking this week. Now, my second play is a big game this week. Big game, and that's the Bucks against the Saints. They're fighting for that #1 divisional spot, pretty much between the Falcons, Bucks, and the Saints. And now the Bucks play the Saints in Tampa. And I'm going to go again with the Bucks. They've won 4 in a row. They find a way to win. They're playing at home. Their defense is stellar. And I just don't trust the Saints enough in this spot. That line, in my opinion, is a little sketchy, sitting at 2.5 for the Bucks. But I still like him enough to win. All the money and all the public is on Tampa Bay Bucks, so you guys know. But I'm still taking Tampa Bay Bucks because of the way they've played. They're at home, and I just don't trust the Saints at all. I think Tampa makes a statement in this game. They make the playoffs, and they're a dangerous team if they make the playoffs. They have a really solid team, good offense. I like Baker. Their defense stands out, and they run the ball well, which is a key formula to win games, right? That's why they've been winning so much. So Bucks is the second play of the day, guys. We got Bucks. We got the Ravens. And then the last play for NFL, which is my main play. And a lot of you guys are going to be like, yo, what the hell? Why are you taking them again? But I am going with the Minnesota Vikings at home against the Packers. A big game. Whoever wins keeps their playoff hopes alive. I know the Vikings have been making a lot of mistakes. Their QB Mullins isn't the best. Made a bunch of mistakes against the Lions. They could have covered that spread last week easily, but he threw an interception that shouldn't have been one. But at the end of the day, the key difference here lies in the running game. The Packers don't defend that running game too well, and I feel like the Vikings are going to come out, run the ball, and let Mullins throw the ball when necessary. Not any and every time like they did against the Lions. I think they're going to run the ball primarily, do slants, and not put so much pressure on him. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game in Minnesota. Minnesota ends up winning that game, and I am taking that money line as well. Every game that I've said, I'm taking that money line. Not taking the spread. I'd rather spend a little extra money and be safe than cover a spread that might not cover. I'm always about that. I like to be conservative with my picks. So let's break these 3 plays again. We got Ravens money line, we got Bucks money line, and we got the Minnesota Vikings money line. Now, a game that I do like, I'm not sure if I'm going to take it yet, but I think it's a great bounce back spot for Dallas. The Cowboys at -6. -6 is a bit of a hefty line for me, but I do see them covering the spread. Just throwing it out there if you guys are thinking about that game. Wanted to give you guys my input on it. They're great at home. They dominate at home, and I feel like they're going to end up winning this game by 6. It's going to be a high-scoring game that probably is won by a touchdown by Dallas, but that's not an official play. It's just a sprinkle add-on to it. The main 3 plays are the ones I mentioned before that. Now, let's talk college football playoffs, guys. Got Michigan versus Bama January 1st. And then we also got Washington against Texas. I'm going to give you guys both my picks for that game. And the first one that I'm going to give you guys is between Michigan and Alabama. And most of the public and most people like Alabama in this game. And my question is why? They almost lost to Auburn. They shouldn't have made the playoffs, in my opinion. I'm a Florida State fan, so I thought Florida State should have been in there, but I don't care about your opinion. That's just my thoughts. Regardless, Michigan and Bama is a better matchup money-wise, so I get it. But at the end of the day, you got them at +1.5. Bama, I think they should be bigger underdogs. I think they should be a 3-point underdog in this game, at a minimum. The thing is that they got momentum. Nick Saban is used to being in the spot, and Nick Saban dominates the playoffs, but not falling for that. I know Michigan's going to win this game outright. They're going to make a statement, and they're going to run that ball down Alabama's throat. It's going to be a close game, but at the end of the day, Michigan's going to take that and go to the national championship. Michigan moneyline is my play for that play. Now, my last play is actually one that's probably going to shock most of you guys. Texas sitting at around -4, -4.5, -3.5, depending when you're watching this. And the majority of the money and support is coming for Washington. And uncharacteristic of me, I am going to go with Washington. I like Washington's team. I think that spread's a bit high. I don't think Texas is going to win that game. I actually think Washington is going to win that game outright. But getting them at +3.5, +4 is a steal. And that's what I'm going with for that game, the spread. Now, if you want to sprinkle in a little bit of money line, it'll pay out. But taking +4, that's the official play. I'm going to reiterate the play so you guys have them. 3-0 last week. We're going to go 4-1, 5-0 this week. Guaranteed, guys. We got Ravens money line. We got Bucks money line. We got the Vikings money line for NFL. For college football playoffs, we got Michigan money line. We got Washington +4, guys. Those are the 5 picks for the weekend and to start the New Year's right. 3-0 last week. Again, we dominated. This week we will dominate again, guys. If you're making money watching this show or in the Telegram, please share it. That's all I ask for in return. I don't ask for anything else. I don't want stupid ads on this show like most people do. All I want is to help you guys with education and picks so you guys can make money. So if you guys enjoyed that, if you found value on that, then please share the show. That's how value exchange works. And one last piece to add on before I let you guys go is NFL is ending, college football is ending, but NBA and college basketball are my best sports. I would say MLB is my best sport, and then comes basketball. And that's what I'm going to start focusing on the weekends, and going to add some weekday shows for you guys so you guys can start gaining access to most of my picks, guys. NBA, college basketball videos like this on YouTube are going to start coming out here in January 2024. I'm excited for it. I want to see you guys win, profit, and grow your bankroll correctly like investors. That said, guys, I'll catch you guys next show, and happy New Year's.